the best place to start a stream, but we are at Carlton Gardens. I'm in the city today. Let me take my sunglasses off so you guys can actually see me. Hello, hello. Welcome in, guys. So, yeah, day one of Comp Day. Let me get everything set up for the stream properly. Hey Zachary, how you doing, man? And Becky and Weedy and James, welcome in, guys. Yeah, I'm only a few minutes late. I'm not actually at the gardens yet, so just give me a minute. I'm just standing at the crossing waiting to cross over. Arunan, welcome in. Thank you for the shiny luck. We'll see how we go today. Like I said, there's nothing that I really need from this weekend that I haven't already got, so we'll see how we go, sort of thing. Alright. We're here. I'm disappointed because I didn't even get a chance to go to the toilet. Because I need to pee already. This is like, damn it. At some point during the stream, I might have to pause just so I can go to the toilet because, you know, I need to go to the toilet. Anyway, welcome in, guys. How are we doing? We are starting day one of our Com Day weekend grind, I suppose we can call it. That's an annoying... Yes. That was the crossing. We don't have the crossings like they do in Japan where they play like a little tune for you. So we'll jump straight into this research. Hello, Jimmy. Can you believe we're already approaching the end of the year? But what a year it's been, rife with surprises, discoveries, and so many Pokemon. In fact, I think I saw some familiar Pokemon while I was out walking earlier, perhaps where they've gathered to celebrate with us. Why don't we get out there and try and catch a few? Should be able to do that. That's right, I gotta get rid of these just so I can pick up some research tasks from the day. Abra. I mean, it was a Com Day at one point. That was back during COVID. That was like, what, 2019? I think Abra was a 2019 Com Day. Of course, I chose the worst day to come to Carlton Gardens. There's obviously graduations and stuff going on today because it says congratulations graduates up there, and there's people all over the place and marquees and a whole bunch of things. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get around, but that's okay. We'll manage. So something that I got last night. Just random Blastoise spawned at my house, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, Blastoise. And then I checked its stats, and I'm like, oh cool, a 0% wild Blastoise. So I just caught that randomly at my house yesterday. So I was like, okay, I suppose we'll take that. A random Nundo, or it's not Nundo because it's not shiny, but yeah, a random 0% shiny, sorry, not shiny again. My god, 0% is what I'm trying to say. For 25, 20, oh sorry, that's the date. For a second then I'm just like, stats? Wait, no. That was that, so it was 2020, not 2019, okay. So yeah, let's jump straight in and see how many shinies we have. Like I said, I'm not too fussed on numbers today for shinies. They will be down in comparison to other Com Days just because there's so many different things spawning. So it does make it a bit hard to actually get specific shinies. At some point, I might have to tie my hair up just so. But yeah, there's 6 things spawning in the wild today. There is 7 tomorrow. Yeah, so you got to divide the 1 in 25 or 1 in 24, whatever you want to say, for the shiny odds in between 6 different Pokemon. So odds are going to be a bit lower today than what they usually are. Hey Minecraft, how you doing, man? And yeah, most of these I've already got 30 plus shinies of, so it's just going to be a pretty chilled grind today. Came into the city because I got some stuff to do afterwards. Tomorrow it'll just be kick back like usual in the marsh, doing our usual. Hey, you going to the gym? Nice, dude. I'm going to the gym as well. Actually, no, the gyms are over there. Scrap that. I'll get to them later. Yeah, these days that I'm out doing this sort of stuff are the days that I don't get to go to the gym or home gym sort of thing. I suppose walking around for 3 hours is still exercise. So we're still getting around. There are no Kirams? No, not at this point. I think most of the stuff that'll be hatching in raids during the raid hours, during the com day hours is going to be your, because there's like previous com day, like last year's com day Pokemon are appearing in raids. So many Slowpokes. If I didn't know any better, I would say that it's Slowpoke. Jesus. I hope that this isn't going to be like the theme for the majority of the day where it's just these spawning more than anything else, because come on, out of everything that could be spawning, these are like ones that we sort of don't really want any of. Who seriously still needs Slowpoke? We've had the shinies. It's not really useful for anything, so come on, give us some of the other stuff. Out of all the spawns today, Noibat is probably the one, just because it is a dragon type sort of thing. All the other ones, I suppose Chespin isn't too bad. It's a good grass type. Fennekin, unfortunately. Fire types don't really do well. Yeah, Slowpokes, we don't really want anything to do with. Togetic, I suppose Togetic is also another good one. Because Togekiss is one of the best fairy types in the game. You're excited for Togetic for the Stardust? Yeah, if they stay on the ball, that is. They're a bit of a pain, and I really need to pee. I was really hoping to get here just that little bit earlier, so I had time to go to the toilet. I've only just started and I'm already busting the TV. God damn it. Yeah, like I said, at some point, want to walk past the toilets, I'll just have to pause the stream momentarily while I go and relieve myself. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be a running theme for the day as well. I did make room. Got like 300 free slots, so that should be okay for the 3 hours. If I need to make room, I can. Pokeballs, I may be struggling a little bit with. Luckily, there's plenty of Pokestops around here, so just remind me, guys, that I need to keep spinning Pokestops. So, what is the Pokemon that everybody is looking forward to the most from this Comday weekend? I know I asked this the other week, and a lot of people were saying Froakie. So, but Froakie doesn't spawn until tomorrow. Oh my god, seriously. What's everybody looking forward to the most from day one? It's probably a better question to ask. It's everybody's. So it's good. We're still getting the spawns from day 2 as well, so they're still odds are boosted though. Oh, you love your series. I usually don't keep 0%ers. Sorry that I missed that message before. Yeah, but I thought that one I would keep because it's a Blastoise, so it's like, you know what? It's pretty special catching a 0% wild Blastoise. I think I'll just hold on to that one. Yeah, most of them I tend to get rid of just because I don't really find them to be useful in any way. They just take up storage space, and that's something that I'm already running low on, so got to do what I can to make as much. I'm not sure. I didn't see what the rewards were for the ticket. I am doing the research. Speaking of which, I should probably look to see what we actually need to get done, because I didn't do that. Power up a Pokemon 10 times, catch 10 Pokemon, com days, and make 5 nice throws. We're getting evolution items and stuff like that, so if you read that we're getting a TM, I would say that we're getting a TM. I don't know, I didn't really look into it at all. This is December com day. It's a meh com day for me, because I've done all this stuff before, so I don't really look into it at all. So here's a question for you guys. What shiny do you think we're going to get first? Hey Glam, how you doing, man? Yeah, what do you think we're going to get first, shiny-wise? So like I said, both Slowpokes, Galarian and Kanto are spawning. Chespin, Fennekin, Togetic, and my brain just stopped working then for a second. Noibat. May get that a little bit today. Brain not working. You reckon Chespin? I've seen hardly any Chespin so far, so that's a pretty ballsy guess. The majority of what I've been seeing has been Slowpoke. You want shiny Froakie? Froakie will be spawning more on day 2. So all the spawns are spawning sort of across the 2 days, but on day 1, there's focused around, like I said, Fennekin, the Galarian and Kanto Slowpoke, Chespin, Noibat, and there's like others. Togetic, that's the one I'm thinking of. My god, brain not work. So yeah, all of them are spawning, but I think the chances of getting a shiny are more for the ones that are featured on that day. So if I click on this Froakie, it's not going to have as good chance of being shiny today. Tomorrow it'll have the better chance of being a shiny. I'd laugh if that was my first shiny. No, that doesn't even want to be my friend. Okay, well, fine, be that way. Ya little frog boy. Cover, evolve. I should. Oh yeah, use an incense. Thanks, man. I would have completely forgotten if it wasn't for you. Usually I'm on the ball. Like I said, because I was running late, because I was on the tram, I just forgot to do things that I should have done. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, wait. Do I need Mega? Oh, it's going to cost it. I'm like, hang on. Wait, huh? It's because I evolved it not long ago. Like, why is this going to cost me? Why is this costing me things? This shouldn't cost me things. Okay, now we're ready to go. Only 15 minutes in. That's okay. We're only 15 minutes behind. Power up a Pokemon 10 times. Okay. This is gonna be a... what should I power up? Let's go with... you know what, let's just do it fair name, that'll do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, I finally got over 20 million Stardust as well. I meant to tell you guys, see? 20 million Stardust. Lucky I didn't actually spend it all. Eat all. I didn't spend to go back under the 20, but yeah, we broke the 20 million mark for Stardust. So another milestone down. You swear all your incense Pokemon keep running. Surprisingly enough, my incense Pokemon always seem to be shiny.
Yeah, well, it's like every time someone goes over there, it's amazing.
So I guess I'll ask again, since there more people have come into the chat. What do you reckon our first shiny of the day is going to be, guys? Slowpoke, unfortunately, is what we are seeing the most of. Painful. Very painful, not gonna lie. I think what they should have done is done one version, because it's the same thing with Wooper. One version of each day, instead of lumping them together, because they seem to. They should have done. We'll be taking up the majority of the spawn. Hey, there we go. No one said Galarian Slowpoke, and like I said, it's an incense spawn. Why are all my incense spawn shinies? So here I am bad-mouthing Slowpoke, and it's just like, but I'm a shiny. We got shiny Slowpoke to start off the day. Stats are not too bad. Alright, let's continue. Ugh. Sorry guys. I didn't really sleep well last night, so there might be a little bit of yawning during the stream. I'll try and keep it to a minimum. Okay, I guess the next question is, what is our next shiny going to be? What is our next non-Slowpoke shiny going to be? It's like busy but quiet at the same time, and there's people doing a weird dance over there. Let's not go over there. I don't want to go near the weird dancing people. I want to stay over here where I'm safe. Oh, sorry guys, my chat froze. So you guys have been talking to me. God, my chat froze miles ago. I apologize about that. Wailmer. I don't think it's going to be Wailmer. Oh, the Shundo one. No, I've already powered that one up enough that it's inexpensive to power up these days. So I think it's getting close to level 40. Happily sits at 27 million Stardust. You reckon Noibat is going to be our next one? Alright, a second. I will go on to the next stage of the research in just a second. We will just try and check these things first, and then we shall go and check it out. Brody, I don't have room on my friends list right now, and I tend to only add people during raid hours. You can add other people in the chat, but yeah, I can't. Don't have room, dude. Any raids? There is raids around, but the majority of the raids are going to be Com Day raids. So basically things that featured in last year's Com Days are in raids over the weekend. So yeah, we've got Stuffle rather. Stuffle, Geodude, yeah, Alolan Geodude is what I'm thinking of. Zigzagoon, like Galarian Zigzagoon and stuff like that. They are the raids, so nothing special. No special raids. Alright, first stage of this research is done. Now, I'm pretty sure this is just available for the 2 days, but we don't get one for each day. It's just the same 4 tasks as what we usually get during a Com Day research ticket. So if you finish it on day 1, you won't get it for day 2. We've certainly crossed paths with some fascinating Pokemon this past year, haven't we, Jimmy? I'll never forget the moment I finally witnessed Kecleon's masterful camouflage, but that wasn't a Com Day enough. And how about when we encountered all those Pokemon first discovered in the... Again, that wasn't Com Day, you twat. Shut up, stop just talking. Which of these Bombardier soaring overhead? Okay, you're not even talking about Com Day stuff. Which Pokemon are you excited to encounter this year? Mega Rayquaza. That was probably the best thing. Who knows? The best way still maybe yet to come. Sure. Unless something is better than Mega Rayquaza, I don't think so. Okay, so second part of the quest is transfer 10, catch 15, evolve 3. Yeah, the TM's definitely going to be on the last one. I wouldn't put it on like the second page. It's like an elite item. They're not going to just put it, oh, here you go, have it on the second one. They're not going to give us multiple. Can I see you? I can see you in the chat. Not in person. Yes, like I said, guys, what are we guessing for our second shiny? What are we going to be? What's our shiny going to be? Second one's gonna... Paldean Wooper isn't really spawning today, man. That's tomorrow. And it took me ages to get a Paldean just during Wooper's actual Com Day, so I really doubt it. Like, they are spawning, but their boosted shiny odds aren't going to be until tomorrow. Sorry, I cannot read what you're putting into the chat, dude, because I don't read other languages other than English, so I don't know what you're putting there, man. You just caught one. Wait, like an actual shiny or just one in general? It's like I said, they are spawning, but their shiny odds shouldn't be boosted until day 2. Just not like, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, they're spawning, but the shiny odds are down. So all 12 or 11, I should say, Pokemon are spawning. There's just a group that are more likely to spawn than others, and those ones that are more likely to spawn on each given day are the ones that are going to be shiny. More chance of being a shiny, rather. It's just to split it up a little bit so we don't have 11 things just filling up our spawns all over the both like days sort of thing. So yeah, as I said, shiny odds will definitely be down today in comparison to other con days, just because those odds are spread across so many different Pokemon. So it just makes it less likely to get a shiny than it would be during a typical Com Day. Hey, Blue TV, how you doing? Oh, good. See, oh, good. Yeah, so today it's Togetic, both the Slowpokes, Chespin, Fennekin, and Noibat. They're the ones that we'll be seeing more. And then tomorrow it's Axew, Timbor, the Whoopers. What else do we have tomorrow? And other things. I had them all in my head as I went to say it, and then as soon as I started saying it, they just disappeared into the ether. Sorry, RHN TV. How you doing? Welcome in. A lot of TVs here. So many TVs. The only good thing Slowpoke is good for is excellent throws. Yeah, but we don't even need them today, as far as I know. Usually during the Com Day ticket, we don't have excellent throws type of things. But yeah, it's definitely the thing that is sort of soaking up the majority of the spawns. Like I said before, they should have split it up, put sort of like Kanto and Wooper, Kanto, Slowpoke, and Wooper in day one, and then Alolan and Galarian, the Paldean thing in second. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. You're Indonesian? Nice, dude. I am from Australia myself, so welcome in. Poochie Paws, you're also from Indonesia. We're getting a lot of Indonesian people in recently. So welcome in, guys. I might not need them, but yeah, I mean, go. I mean, in general, most people aren't really going to need the stuff that's available, but if you want your XP, your XP, oh my god, my brain is not working. Your XP grinding. Speaking of Wild Blasters, is it a 0%er like mine was? Hey Oz, how you doing? You're in Mexico. Nice, dude. Welcome in. So we still need to evolve and transfer 10. We can do that now. Chespin, go. And unfortunately, I don't really, because I did all their evolutions during their com days, I don't really have anything that I need to get done. I haven't caught anything since. So I guess it's just random evolves at this point. Stuff that doesn't really matter. Cheap evolves. Chespin. I'm sorry, I didn't see. You're Japanese? Nice. Welcome in. I'm sorry, I can't read your name, but welcome in. Alright, there are evils done. Oh, you only need what, a little over 10 million XP. That shouldn't take you too long. Alright, that is done for page 2. I should keep walking instead of just standing there. A puffin! Welcome back, Jimmy. I was just reminiscing about all the ways we've connected with fellow trainers this past year. from showcasing our favorite Pokemon to partying up with friends, because that's everybody's favorite feature, and taking on challenges together, it feels like our community has never been more connected. Have you been on Twitter? Somehow I don't think the professor goes on Twitter because... And did you see what Niantic did earlier in the year by taking away our remote raid passes? And, well, not so much taking them away, but nerfing them. Community doesn't really have the same meaning as it used to. And being connected. Do you ever stop? No, I don't. Shut up. While exploring a route to... sorry, let me start that one again. Do you ever stop while exploring a route to think about all the other trainers who have walked the same path, all the incredible adventures they've had and ones they have ahead? As we explore today, let's appreciate the wonderful community we're part of and the friends we've made this year. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so evolution. So you know, we get our Elite TM on the 3rd page. So make 3 great throws, catch another 15, transfer 15, and that's what we get the Elite TM from. And then we get another rocket radar at the end for doing all of that stuff. So we can do the catching and then transfers. And hey Blazer, how you doing? Welcome in. Is it? No, it's it should be a mix of the Comp Day Pokemon that are in showcases. I have done 2 separate showcases today. What were they? So yeah, I'm in 3 showcases at the moment. One was for Noibat, one was for Slowpoke, and one was for Togetic. So I'm pretty sure they're just Comp Day featured ones. If your Com Day hasn't started, then it might be Squirtle. But if your Com Day hours have started, then it should be the Com Day Pokemon. You never got... Are you sure? Were you paying attention to the rewards that you get? Because like I said, it's just from the random... Well, one of the actual things that's not the major reward at the end. It's one of the lesser rewards, which I don't really understand. Should be the featured reward for that. Check your items. If you knew how many you had, check to make sure, because you should have got one if you bought the ticket. Try restarting your game. You did buy the ticket, yeah? Because this is the ticketed research, so I'm assuming you bought the ticket. Nor, how you doing? And Miha, how you doing? Welcome in, guys. Yeah, paid. Yeah, it's the paid research ticket. Slowpoke, honestly, you're making this day just a little bit worse than what it was already going to be. Back to your corner. So for those that have just come in, we've got 1 shiny so far today. $1 million, you can't guess which Pokemon it is. Yes. No, if you just download the game, that's one of the ways of starting. You need to make an account. Yes, Sorby. Yes, but which Slowpoke? Are the shiny boosts the same? So for each day, there's 6 featured Pokemon for day 1 and 7 for day 2. Just to split it out, just because there's 11. Wait, yeah, 11. No, that doesn't make sense. No, there's 5. There's 5 today, 6. No, 6 today, 5 tomorrow. Whatever it is. My brain not working. Maths is very complicated, especially the most simple of basic maths. So today there is 6 Pokemon that are featured. They have more chance of being shiny. Everything is still spawning, but you're more likely to see the 6 featured Pokemon. Slowpoke and Galarian Slowpoke are the most featured so far. But if you're asking if the shiny odds are the same, they are the same as a normal com day. But because the odds are split between so many different Pokemon, you'll notice that your shiny odds will actually be lower than what they were during a normal com day. So don't expect to get like heaps and heaps and heaps of shinies during this weekend, just because unfortunately that's not the way odds work. When you've got more Pokemon to spread those odds between, it just becomes less. So instead of it being a 1 in 24, 1 in 25, it's going to be probably 1 in 50-ish, maybe more sort of thing, depending on. You'll definitely get shinies, but just not as many as you were expecting, sort of thing.
She's still doing in recovery.
Hey, Coupon King, how you doing, man? To make an account, you'll either have to have a Pokemon Trainers Club account or a Google account. So you just sign up with your email. So if you've got a Google account, that's what you will use to sign into the game with. That's the easiest way to doing it. Because with the Pokemon Trainer Club, you've actually got to go to the Pokemon website and create an account there, and then you could use that to log in. So if you've just got an email address or an email account, that is what you would use on Google. Chespin. So mind you, we're 40 minutes in. I still have one shiny. One shiny. That is it so far. No, it wasn't Kanto. It was Galarian Slowpoke was my first shiny. My first and only shiny for the day. So if there's any guess as to what the next shiny is going to be, by all means, let me know. Wish it into existence, guys. What shiny would you like to see? Yeah. When I see some green bats. Honestly, that and Togetic are probably the best spawns from today. Just dragon and fairy types, best types in the game sort of thing. Some of the most useful types. But of course we're just being flooded with Slowpoke. I'm gonna be your friend. Slowpoke, I'm not even gonna bother. It's like they have meetings at Niantic and they all sit around the board going, okay, how can we make this event not as good as it could be? What spawn do the people not want to see the most? Let's make that spawn the most. And I can't click on the Fennekin. Anything but Togetic. Like I said, Togetic and Noibat, they're actually the best ones. Like getting more candy for Togetic, or Togetic also has the boosted Stardust because it's a second stage spawn. So extra Stardust for each one of those catches, plus Togekiss is I think second best fairy type in the game. So it's worth trying to get some decent ones if you haven't already. And then Noibat. Noivern, not the greatest dragon type in the world, but it's still a dragon type, so. You need to make a tutorial. It should be fairly straightforward. I mean, once you've got a Google account set up, you go into the game and you just sign in, like at the starter screen. You just click on log in with Google or log in with Trainer Club account, whichever one you've got set up. But like I said, if you've already got a Gmail account set up, all you need to do is just when you go to it tells you to log in, just click on just Google and then just sign into your Google account, and it'll just sign into the game using your Google account. It'll be the same way that you use your Google account to sign into like any other thing that you'd use your email address to sign up for. How can we drive people away this week? Yeah, pretty much. If you've noticed it, I actually haven't noticed it on my channel. Like, my channel's actually been doing well over the last few weeks, but as a whole, the Pokemon Go community has been suffering with views. I even saw Mystic7 posting up on Twitter earlier about how his views have dropped to like half of what they used to be just over the last few weeks. And it's just shows you how the state of the game is, sort of thing, because he was sort of like the most viewed. Him and Pokedaxi are sort of like the most viewed of the Pokemon Go content creators, and even he's saying that, you know, his views have been way down and that. So the game as a whole is not in a good state. We've known that for quite a while. Niantic is sort of keeps trying to ignore it, but you know, they have no choice but to face it these days, that the game is definitely on a decline. And the main reason is because they've it was the raid passes. As soon as they nerfed the remote raid passes, that was the thing that made people not really happy with the game. I mean, there was things before that, of course, but that was the major thing that sort of thrown a huge spanner into the works this year. People missed their remote raids that killed that side of the community. And until they do something about it to address what they've done, it's just going to continue to decline. But they're just going to stay head fast about it, you know, stubborn, and just be like, oh no, it's for the betterment of the game. And really? I'm sure the evidence shows anything but that's been for the betterment of the game. You can get all your focus groups together, you can get all your, you know, whatever you want to put together to show you that this is what the game's going to be like and blah blah, but the actual state of the game in present completely shows you something different. Maybe you should go with, you know, what the evidence is showing you, not with what some focus group is telling you. You know, what some estimated projection of, you know, things. But you still have to link it to the Pokemon Trainer Club account to get the Dustin Incubator if you've got a Pokemon Trainer Club account. If you haven't got one, then you can't do that sort of thing. But I think that's their way of trying to get people to make a Pokemon Trainer Club account. I do have one for my second account, because that's how my second account logs in. I log in through Google on my main account, and then my second account has the Pokemon Trainer Club account. So they sign in differently. Of course, now the sun's come out, so I can't see the screens. Fantastic. back near all the graduating peoples. Happy parents and sad children. You gave up playing the game last July because when the new update came, you never felt so hard. You felt it was so hard to play. Why so, Ken? Like, what about that update made it hard for you to play? I'm just interested to know, like, what drove you away from. You said your second, they nerfed the passes game has maybe 12 months before it really starts to, like, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's basically the people that have just started playing and then the people that have been around since the very start that just can't stop playing. There's no middle ground anymore. It's either the true diehards, which just can't put the game down because it's been their life for like the last 7 years, and they just feel like it'd all be for waste if they put it down now. I know so many people that are like, the only reason why I keep playing is because... Great. Disappointed shiny face. That's my second Galarian Slowpoke for the day. Awesome. If these are the only shinies that I get for the day, fantastic. Yeah. Hey Chom, how you doing? And Fish Lala, sorry, what about cricket? Jimmy, you heard about Black Kiram GBL rewards bug? No. I have not heard about a bug for Black Kiram. Okay, why did my spawns just change? Right before your eyes, the spawns just change, and it hasn't even crossed over the hour, so I could understand if it's like crossed over the hour, but there's still 10 minutes until, so that is very strange. You now have the ability to time out people for 24 hours and 10 seconds, yes. It's been there for a while, like the last couple of months. Mods have had that power. Kev is just like, cool, Tron, whatever. We don't care. You got the notification, so it's just letting you know. Just in case you didn't know, you can time out people for like 24 hours now. I think the only mod that would actually think about doing something like that is probably Emma, because, you know, she's never here these days, but when she is, she's usually telling people off. Guys that have just come into the chat, I'm sorry I cannot read your messages because they are not in English, so I do not understand. Oh yeah, the final 10, that's it, yeah, sorry. The final 10 minutes of each hour is the classic spawns. Thank you, man. That would make sense, because I'm like, hang on, it hasn't even... Yeah, so for the final... Hey, shiny Charmander. Woo! That's not a Slowpoke. That's actually something cool. Hey, Sherry. And GoTV, yes. I had a feeling you guys were speaking Korean, given it's Korean, but... yeah, sorry guys, I can't read it. I can only read English, and even that's questionable. So I'm definitely not reading Korean or Japanese or any other of the Asian languages, or just any other language in general. I don't know, I'll probably give Spanish and Italian a pretty good go, because at least they use the same alphabet. And I did study Spanish for a little bit, and Italian, I suppose, for a year or so in primary school. And I did have Spanish friends, so that also helped. Jimmy's brain started, yeah. Only got like 6 hours, if that, last night's sleep. Sort of thing, and then driving into the city, it wasn't fun. Hamia, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't see your message. And Frankie Junior Rivers, Merry Christmas to you too. Sorry I missed that message. How you doing? And Merry Christmas, guys. I suppose Merry early Xmas for everybody. Because it's the 16th, 16th today, so we're less than 10 days until Christmas. Sorry, Chom, I missed your message. Me after timing out Jimmy for saying it's. You can't time me out. I'm like the master of the. You can't time out the dungeon master. That doesn't make sense. Hola, tío, como... Are you asking me my name? Como te llamas tú? That was a little song that we learned in Spanish class in high school. Hello, my name is Jimmy. Do 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 do. What's up, Coupon King? The sky, the clouds, the trees that are above me. How much? Just doing some shiny hunting to end this year, December Community Day. So we've got 2 shinies in our first hour of grinding. They are both Galarian Slowpoke. Winning. Good times. Everybody's amused. Oh yes, 3 shinies, sorry. Charmander. Thank you. I forgot all about the little Charmander. They're all yellow shinies so far. Or golden, whichever you wanna. I forgot the Charmander slow. The slow Charmander. The Slowmander. So they are 3 shinies so far. 2 slows and a Char. Charmander feels unloved. Well, he should. He's adopted and I don't like it. At least kill it, yeah. True. A Charmander's trying, alright? He's a Gen 1 Pokemon. Their shinies are always bad. It was Gen 1, alright? It was like 30 years ago. They didn't have good colours back in those days, alright? Everything was in sepia tone. I should know. I was there. Back in my day, the shinies were black and white. Well, they actually were, because the Game Boy was... Can you actually imagine, well, you should be able to because it's an actual thing, but in reality, there are now grandparents which are teaching their children about Pokemon, because when I was a child, Pokemon was a thing, and now their children have grown up and had children, and that doesn't make you feel old. It's how generations can come together with Pokemon. Alright, so we're just about to cross over into our second hour. So that first hour went past pretty quickly. Squirtle got 3 contacts. Yeah, they're the Kanto starters. they're like the most loved starters, just because they were the original 3. But that's just to make sure that everybody's got them. I'm not gonna lie, today is like a perfect day to be out doing hunting sort of thing. It's overcast. It's sort of like low 20s. Should only just be like 20, 21 degrees. So it would have been murder if it was the other day during spotlight hour. Like humidity and heat. And then if it was a few days before, it was like rain. So we lucked out pretty well this weekend. Like I said, last weekend it was rainy as. I ended up having to sit in the car and do the research for the cryogonal just because it was just way too wet to walk around. That's why I didn't end up streaming it for you guys. Oh yeah. We got 2 days to get it done. Transfer. But thank you for reminding me. Otherwise, I would have forgotten all about it. Yeah. And those that I didn't show at the start of the stream. I got this random spawn at my house yesterday and I was like, it's a Blastoise. May as well catch it. Check the stats. A 0% wild Blastoise. This is Arik, sorry. Hello from Malaysia. Hello back from Australia. How you doing? So close to 100 showcases. I got a message yesterday. I tried to add some, like it was a Ditto that I tried to put into a showcase. And it told me that I couldn't put it in a showcase because it had won a showcase just sort of recently. And I'm like, bruh, isn't that the point? Getting told I can't put the same Pokemon into a thing because it's like it won already. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do then? I just won't enter it then. Fine. But they do that to like people that actually enter pageants. It's like, sorry, you won a pageant recently, you're not allowed in one again. That's why you keep all your XLs. I ain't got the room in my storage for that nonsense. You like your 0% shiny Squirtle? Can I gift it to you? Sure. I'm still surprised the amount of people that are like, oh dude, can I trade a hundo with you? And it's like, you can, but unfortunately that's not really going to work out well for anybody. Oh my god, just piss off. Literally piss off already. God damn it. Cannot get away from this thing. That is 3 now. If it wasn't from the Charmander, I'd just be... I'd be very disappointed with this day so far. Alright. I guess the question to ask is, I can't ask people what the next shiny is going to be because... So, do you think the next shiny is going to be anything other than a Slowpoke, guys? Don't click them, but then I missed the shiny. That Nundo Blastoise is perfect for GBL. Well, there you go. It's actually got a use then. Wait, is it low enough to be GBL? I think it is. No, it's just over. It's not good for at least Great, like, it won't be good for Great League, maybe Ultra League, but it's just over that 1500 CP. So that's a little bit disappointing. Don't click on them, but then I miss out on clicking on like half the Pokemon that are spawning from. How can I not click on them when they're basically the only thing that's on my screen? Then it'd just be me walking around talking to you guys for the next 3 hours, and that's not fun. Hey Edison, how you doing, man? Welcome in. You love your Hundo Sunglass Squirtle, the rarest Pokemon now. I don't know about that. They'll bring it back. As you just said, you know, Squirtle and Charmander have had a million com days already. They'll bring it back again. I mean, if the game lives long enough, they'll bring it back again. Next year, they'll start up a thing, Com Day Classics. Just that gives them another reason. My groin. I feel like I've been kicked in my groin. What time is it for me? It is just past 3 o'clock. So we've been going for a little bit over an hour. Slowpoke home day. It was like that as soon as I rocked up. Like, basically, I opened up the game and there was just Slowpoke everywhere. So I knew it was going to be like this today. I knew that these were just going to be dominating the spawns. Because it's the most useless one out of the 6 that are being featured for today. So they're like, hey, let's make this one be the most abundant one. It's always the way. I guess the same thing during, like, Go Fests and stuff like that. The crappier of the spawns are always the ones that sort of fill out the majority of the spawns. It's 12:06 PM. Oh no, so you're only a couple hours behind me. Sort of thing. Your com day starts in, what, 2 hours? So yeah, you're like 3 hours behind me at this point. Jokes on like you got a shiny sunglass cut with no stars back in. Wow. I'm totally amazed, man. Like, put me in my place. And what's that going to be used, like when the game dies in like 6 months' time? No, what's that going to get you?
Apparently, you can call all of that.
It's come back. Yeah, I know it just starts. He said like 2 hours. That's close enough to 2 hours, isn't it? Tef, you're like a teacher. You're like that teacher in class that always has to correct you about, no, you can't just be close to it. You have to be precise. It is exactly 1 hour and 54 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour and 52 minutes right now, because until... Yeah, because it's 3 p.m. for me, and it's midday for him. So I said that he's like 3 hours behind me. Is that not correct? Am I that bad at math and time that I can't distinguish a 3 from a 12? And 3 hours, like 3 p.m. is 3 hours past midday? Have I been wrong all these years? No, I said that he's 3 hours behind me. His com day starts in like 2 hours. I may have said 3 hours, but yeah. I know what I meant. Shush. I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago. I don't even remember what I'm saying. Am I in Australia? Yes. Hey, Suburb, how you doing? Debbie, are you guys already on my friends list? Like, I'm happy to invite you guys to a raid. There's no Dino raids around me at the moment. If you're already on my friends list, I can... I'd have to be standing on top of it, though, because I don't have any remote raid passes, I don't think. No. Do I know Problana? Yeah. Yeah, it was in Melbourne last year. November last year. For Teddy Ursacom Day, I think it was. So that was the first time I met him, but I knew him from beforehand, sort of thing, because all of the, or at least, most of the Aussie Pogo YouTubers sort of all know each other from online. How you going, Dash? Welcome in. And the Yana, how you doing? Welcome into the stream. Can I give you a shout out? Shout out to Dash. Shout out, Dash. Merry Christmas, yo. West Side. I don't know. How else do you do a shout out? Yo, that's my boy Dosh. Smelly toes. Yes, I am in Australia. What are the other Pogo YouTubers going to do? Just move on to other stuff, I suppose. That's why I've sort of started dipping my toes into the other stuff. I mean, Zoe and that, she already streams the other Pokemon games, and I don't know what she'll do video-wise, but she's still got streaming and stuff like that she can do for other games. Pro, unfortunately, all he's really doing right now is Pokemon Go, so I'm not sure what he'll do afterwards, but I'm sure he'll find something else that he can do. Everybody's resourceful enough. Mystic 7 will probably go back to Clash of Clans, and, you know, everyone will figure out a way, I'm sure. At the end of the day, it's not really important to me what everybody else does, it's what I do. But I'm sure everybody will find their way doing something, some form of content creation of some description. Especially the more established people, so, you know, like Zoe and all of those guys. They've still got their audience that'll follow them, sort of thing, so they can do other stuff. They're not just locked into doing Pokemon Go, it's just what they're choosing to do at this point in time. So once the views aren't there, I'm sure they could do something else and people still watch them. I'm in Victoria, in Australia, which is the state underneath New South Wales. Is it Digimon? No, it's Pokemon. Sames. Fairly close. Both Japanese monsters of some description. Digital monster creature things. Hey Pokemon World, how you doing? Welcome in, dude. How you doing? We'll finally get our members only stream. Yeah, for all, what, 9 of you that are... I can't even get all 9 of you together in one stream that isn't a member stream. Why would I do a member stream? If you go over to the... Sign up to my OnlyFans right now. That's where you get all the Pokemon streams. Did you see Twitch? Of course you've seen Twitch, but have you seen how they've backflipped? They changed all their terms of service to allow artistic nudity, and then a day later went, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. Because apparently the whole art sections were just filling up with furry porn and anime girls and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, this wasn't what we had envisioned. They were trying to do all artsy. They were thinking it was going to be all artsy, and it turns out that the internet's just filled with degenerates and sad gamers that like anime girls. So Pokemon World, there's no raids today outside of the Com Day, so there's no point. I don't have room on my friends list anyway to add people. I do add people on Wednesdays for raid hours, but that's the only time that I add non-members. You just caught a shiny Galarian Zigzagoon. Nice. I would like to catch any other shiny other than a Slowpoke right now. Any shiny, I don't care what it is, just something that isn't a Slowpoke. A VTuber, don't you mean like anybody that was on Twitch in the last time? Basically, Twitch just turned itself into a porn site overnight and then realized that that was a really bad idea because of the advertisers and sponsors and all that sort of stuff were just like, oh, they're not going to like that type of thing, and oh, we have a platform that has a lot of children on it, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that sort of thing, and they completely backflipped. Which is fair enough. It's just like, it's not the place. Sure, if you want to have an 18 plus section on Twitch, go for it, sort of thing, but you can't just put it on the home pages and expect everybody to be happy with that. That was the biggest issue with it. which is completely, like I said, like, that's completely fine. It shouldn't be on the... Especially when it's, what, 13-year-olds is the age that you need to be to make a Twitch account. So, yeah, there's a lot of minors on the site. Probably shouldn't have boobas bouncing around and people drawing naughty things and stuff like that all over the homepage. Just saying. I'm sure you do, Smelly Toes, but yeah. I'm pretty sure most people do to some extent, but whether or not it should be on the home pages of Twitch is a different story. Well, we are almost halfway through our comm day and we have gotten absolutely nothing except for a Charmander and some Slowpoke. See, I didn't forget the Charmander this time. It's my only saving grace. Just got a shiny Noivern. You wouldn't have got a you got Noibat, not Noivern. Noivern doesn't spawn in the wild. It's alright, but I knew what you meant. No, nice dude. That one is one of the featured ones today. Not that you could tell, given that Slowpoke seems to be the vast majority of what is spawning. But yeah, both Slowpokes, Noivern, Togetic, Chespin, and Fennekin are today's major spawns. Tomorrow it's Zirupas, so both Paldean and Jodo. Is it Jodo or no? Bacillin, whichever. Just normal Wooper and Paldean Wooper. What else is spawning tomorrow? Froakie, Axew, Timbor, Poliwhirl, or Poliwag, I should say. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Doi? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong, guys. I apologize. Welcome in. You come from Vietnam? Nice, man. Welcome in. We're in Australia here. Just chilling. I will say that it does seem that the Slowpokes have dried up a little bit. Seems like we're getting other things spawning, so maybe it was just an error. That wouldn't surprise me that Niantic stuffed something up again. Yeah, so let's hope that maybe Slowpoke isn't going to be spawning as much from here on out. It only took them half of the day to fix the issue, but at the same time, I could just be getting to a part of the thing where there just isn't any of them spawning, and we will get back to them shortly. Our regular scheduled broadcast will commence in just a minute. And guys, if you haven't already, please consider hitting that thumbs up on the stream if you're enjoying the stream, because it does help out with discovery, so all people like yourselves can find the streams and so on. Also consider hitting that subscribe button as well. the more thumbs up I get, the more chance I'll get a shiny that isn't Slowpoke. So it's all on you guys. If you want me to get a shiny... See? See, this is what happens when you don't hit the... I'm begging you, please. Please, for the love of God, get me out of this hell. Oh yeah, that's right. I still had to collect my research from before, yeah? It just sort of jogged my memory there, like, hang on, I did those things, but then I didn't actually collect them. So there's our Elite TM. Nice work, Jimmy. You should be incredibly proud of what you've achieved this year. Same. I know I am. And yet something tells me you're only getting started. Oh, I don't know. This game isn't doing too well right now. I don't think there's going to be too many more adventures ahead of us. Just saying, Professor. Wherever our journey takes us next, I'm grateful to be by your side. But enough about the future. Let's get back out there and enjoy the present. Let's do that. Oh, and another Elite TM. Actually, awesome. We get 2 Elite TMs. So if you do the paid research, you'll get both a quick and a charged Elite TM from the rewards. So that's pretty good for what, $1.50, depending on where you are, $1.60. They're not bad rewards, I would say. Definitely worth the money. Probably the best rewards that we've gotten from a thing this year, the Com Day research. But that is our research done, so now we can get back into just doing our shiny grinding. So yeah, we're basically halfway through, guys. So we've got another hour and a half left. Let's see if I can get anything else except this Slowpoke. Like I said, guys, hit that thumbs up. And it means that I won't get any more Slowpoke. Guaranteed. Yeah, I hope that tomorrow isn't going to be the same and it's just going to be like Wooper. It's basically going to be clogging up all of the spawns. Because I mean, Wooper, we didn't have Wooper that long ago. So we probably don't want it again, sort of like that much already. So yeah, and also guys, remember that the last 10 minutes of every hour spawns the classic Pokemon. So it goes back to the Com Day Classics. So Squirtle, Charmander, Larvitar, and Mareep. Already clicked on that one. It is not shiny. Welcome back, Becky. You haven't really missed it. We've got Slowpoke, Slowpoke, Slowpoke again, then a Charmander, and then another several Slowpoke. So it's been a slow day.
Hey, Brendan, take a photo with us. Yeah, he's getting a band.
So yeah, we have 6 shinies for the day, and 5 of them have been Galarian Slowpoke. So winning, absolutely winning. No way, Noibat. Yes, Noibat is spawning, but getting a shiny of it is another question. Hey James, how you doing? Logan, how you doing? And I still need to go to the toilet. An hour and a half have gone past and hasn't changed the fact that I still need to. I was hoping that feeling would pass, but apparently it doesn't unless you actually go to the toilet. Good to know. I don't know, James. If she's not in the streams, I don't know what she's doing. Oh my god. I will admit though that on the Alolan Geodude com day, I struggled to get shinies that day. It's probably one of my worst producing com days in a long time. And I ended up with a decent amount, but I think it was like 13 in comparison to our usual 30 or so. So yeah, it just did not do very well at all. How you doing? I'm sorry, I can't read your name. How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Yeah, sorry guys, if your names are in Korean or in Japanese or something like that, I can't read. So I apologize. All I can do is say hello. How are you doing? I can't add anybody, guys. Don't have room on my friends list, and that's also reserved for raid hours and stuff. I don't just add randoms during stream sort of thing, unless I'm doing it to help people get raids, which we're not doing today. Alright, so we are officially halfway through. It is 3:30. And I will admit that this, I said softball. They're not softball, they're slowpokes. They're two different things. The slowpoke spawns definitely have dried up. So they're, maybe it was just a mistake. So are we going to get a makeup day for our... Hey, Weedy. Yeah, it's been going. We have 6 shinies for today and 5 of them are Galarian Slowpoke. So that's how our day's been going. The one that isn't is a Charmander.
He loves it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least we're getting shinies, but at the same time, maybe getting no shinies at all would have been a better... It's like when you get 6 or 5 of the same thing, it's just like, yeah, maybe I should have just stayed at home. But I mean, essentially, that's what a com day is. Every other com day, if it's not a December com day, is you just get the same shiny all day, and you're happy about it. On a day like today, it's just like, God damn it, I didn't want 4 of these things. So how does it change? I need to start spinning some Pokestops. Bah. That was our halfway yawn. That signals the fact that we are halfway through the day. It's also half hatch distance for eggs, guys, so if you've got a bunch of eggs to chuck on, today is a good day to get them done. Madara, how you doing? Welcome in. Where am I? I'm in Australia. You got like 9 shiny sphere last December com day. Yeah, as I said earlier, it's usually like this during any com day event or any big event where they have multiple spawns. They'll have sort of like the weakest one out of those being the one that's featured the most, just to sort of like pad out the spawns. So you're more than likely going to see more of, because I don't want too many Togetic and stuff like that spawning, which, I mean, they've already had Com Day, so I don't understand why they don't want them spawning as much now when they've already given them to us in abundance. Everybody should already have thousands of candies, and so it should just be an even distribution of all the spawns, rather than the majority of them being Slowpoke and then having a couple of other ones scattered in here and there. Get away, fly. Maybe I should be using some of my Ultra Balls. We have nearly 500 of them. It's why I have so many, it's because I never use them. So do we have any inklings of what our next shiny is going to be, guys? Any guesses? Taking numbers. If you can guess the next shiny, I will name it after you. And please don't say Slowpoke. You'll be banned from the chat forever if you say Slowpoke. Oh god, man, I'm yelling, I can't stop. Oops. Amanda, don't. The Galarian, like I said, dude, they're like the only things that we've gotten today. Don't say Slowpoke of any type. They are our 6 shiny. It's like one of these things is not like the... One of them just doesn't fit in with the rest. It's the same color, but for some reason it just looks a bit different. Like that duckling that's trying to blend in with a litter of kittens or something like that. It's like, hang on a second. One of them is not a cat. Charmander's only spawning during the last 10 minutes of every hour. So for the final 10 minutes, we get the classic spawns. So Charmander, Squirtle, Larvitar, and Mareep. I think they're the only 4. So who knows? It could be Charmander at this point. But that means our next shiny's not coming for at least another 15 minutes. Yes, and Swinub as well, thank you. Dude. Give me them Pokeballs. Come on, can I just... Something that isn't yellow. Don't really want to click on the Slowpokes. Just, I mean, even if it's a normal Slowpoke at this point, I mean, I would probably take it because it's not a Galarian Slowpoke. But it still sort of falls under that same. Give me a Silver Fox. Come on. Fly, go away. I've seen hardly any Chespin for today. They've probably been the rarest out of the spawns. So yeah, if we don't get a shiny one of these, I wouldn't be surprised, sort of thing. One fly that won't leave me alone that's annoying the shit out of me. There isn't a lot of other people around playing today. I don't think I've really seen anybody playing it. So again, it shows you how much the game has dropped off, sort of thing, because usually you'd come down here on a comm day or something like that and you'd see other people around playing. You know, groups of people sort of walking around with each other, but just hasn't been any of that today that I've noticed. I mean, there probably is people playing, I just haven't noticed them, sort of thing. That's the first huge that I've actually seen all day. I don't think I've seen any tinies either. So it seems to be a very rare day for anything except Galarian Slowpoke. I'm almost expecting that every Galarian Slowpoke that I click on now to be shiny. So I'm more surprised when it's not shiny than when it is. Alright, 10 minutes. We should get the classic spawns, which at least adds a little bit of variation. I think what they should have done, instead of splitting into two different groups for the 2 days, they should have done it by each hour. So just had smaller groups spawning, so you have like 2 or 3 Pokemon from the comm days spawning each hour over the 2 days. I think that would have been a better way of filling it out. The shiny odds probably would have been better, and it just would have meant that the spawns wouldn't have got so stale so quickly, sort of thing. Or they wouldn't be filled out with just sort of Slowpokes or... Yeah, I think that would have kept it a bit more fresh. Gave you something to look forward to as the cycled through the hours. Beep. Weird things going on over there. At least they're not dancing like they were before. I have no idea what's going on. It is at the museum, so... Oh no, they are dancing. There you go. Weird people are dancing at the museum.
That message on too.
Come on, can something please be shiny? You guys are being very quiet. Nobody's got anything to say. Is everybody just vibing to the music? To them tribal beats in the background. You see, I don't mind catching the Togetic. They're a nice candy and Stardust grind. So more of those spawns I would be happy with. Like if they were spawning as much as the Slowpokes were. Yeah, Chespin has definitely been the least one that's been spawning all day. I've seen hardly any of these in comparison to the rest. Like even Fennekin's been spawning a lot. So why they would choose one starter over the other and not just have them spawning sort of like evenly. We actually got a shiny Chespin just after saying that. I guarantee you that we won't get a shiny Chespin for the day. It's not a Slowpoke. My god. We actually got a shiny that isn't Slowpoke. I'm almost speechless. That's amazing. I never thought that we got something that wasn't Slowpoke. So we've broken the Slowpoke curse. It's actually could be decent for PvP as well. So we'll definitely check that one for PvP later. We'll have to evolve it. I know we can evolve it tomorrow as well, so I can go through everything tonight. Yeah, I'm really surprised given that, like I was just saying, that we've seen hardly any Chespins for like the whole day for one of them to actually be shiny. Just a random Charmander. Should be getting more Charmander spawns in the next few minutes anyway, so it'll roll over to the classic spawns. So we'll see if we can get ourselves a Larvitar. They actually seem to be spawning the least out of the classic spawns as well, which, yeah, they're probably the one that everybody wants the most. Get them T-Tar candies. Every time, like, it's weird. Togetic, every time you go into the encounter with it, the weight of the ball is different because it's closest to the screen and because it flies up and down. The ball, when you throw the ball, it always seems to fly over the top of them, and you're throwing like the same sort of way that you would throw at anything else, but it just goes so much further. So it's weird. It's like during certain encounters like that, they change the weight of the Pokeball just so it travels further. actually, we should probably collect some of this research so we can pick up some more research. Freaky. Never know. Maybe we'll actually get something else that isn't a Slowpoke shiny. Oh, so close. Okay, we'll definitely hold on to that one and evolve that one tomorrow. 98%. That would have been a nice little bonus for the day. Just getting a random hundo Froakie. And the lucky last one is... Hey, another Froakie. I always forget about the research during Com days. We could have actually encountered a decent amount of things and maybe some shinies if I was paying a bit more attention to the research. That one is not as good as the last one. Okay, I guess we can pick up some more now. Remind me to check it when we actually get it done. It's actually rare to get encounter ones from Com days these days. They used to be like the only thing that we would get from a Com day from the research. That would just be encounter tasks, but they seem to have gotten rid of most of them and replaced them with berries and Pokeballs and such, which I prefer the encounter ones. So I think encounters are all we're going to get today, because then they can feature more Pokemon. Of course, that was ones that I've already done. Shows you how often I'm actually collecting them, when I can walk back around the whole park and then happen to spin the stop, but I actually picked one up from before. There's like a million other stops that I could have got research from. Alright, so we're in our Com Day Classic time. So let's try and get as many larvies as we can in this 10 minutes. Still with the Slowpoke. No matter what time it is, I cannot get away from them. Poliwag. I've only seen a couple of these for the day. Out of all of tomorrow's spawns, tomorrow's spawns, they seem to be the one that has been the rarest. Seen a few Timbors so far. I suppose Paldean and Wooper as well. I've only seen like one or two of them for the day. Hey, a Dino. We have hundos. Why does it look like Charmander's holding a log? So this is what I mean. This is where we should be seeing a lot more Larvatars. But I've seen one so far. Swine up's okay. Manoswine's a good ice type to have. But as I was saying before, they should have spread this stuff out over the hours a little bit better rather than just having the 10-minute spawns at the end. They could have 1 hour that was devoted to just the classic ones, and then broken up instead of having 6 spawns spawning all day, just had 3 in the first hour, 3 in the second hour, and then have the classic spawns at the end, and still have the other ones spawning, but just not as often. Just to sprinkle the spawns out a little bit more over the day. I think it would have made it a little bit more interesting than just having Slowpoke basically all day. Because that's what it's felt like at the end. Okay, we're almost 2 hours in and I just felt like I've had Slowpoke shoved down my throat all day. No. Graduators again. So many of them. I don't know if it's college or if it's... yeah, it's... I think it's Melbourne University. I was going to say, I don't remember high school classes being this big. There's like hundreds of people here. It's like, hang on a second. Yeah, the University of Melbourne. That would make sense. Sorry guys, my chat has frozen once again. I don't know why. It's like nobody's saying anything for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden my chat just decides that this is why people aren't saying anything, because you're not actually showing it to me. You're just catching at the moment. Yeah, I mean, honestly, over this weekend, there's not really much else that you can do, because... And it's nothing new. It's just a repeat of all the comm days that we've had during the year. So unless you missed one of the comm days, or that's about it, really, or you're new to the game, these December comm days just aren't really exciting, because it's like, been here, done that. I already have many of these shinies. Again, sorry dude, I cannot read your name, but thumbs up to you. How you doing? Scary Kid, welcome in. And Billionaire Max, very good. Catch what, Jason? The Larvitar that I just caught? Because that's basically... Hey! We actually got a shiny Larvitar. That is probably the highlight of the day so far. These only spawn for like 10 minutes at the end of every hour, so to actually get one of these, that's good. I'll take that. That's better than anything else that we've had today. Hey, it's actually could be decent for PvP as well. So that's a bonus. Shiny and possible PvP, so... we'll take that. Like the last minute we're getting all the Charmanders and the Squirtles. So like, hi, there we go. Okay, we'll take a shiny Swinose. It's been popping off in the last 2 minutes. Getting all these ones that we wouldn't get outside of this 10 minutes. See what happens when you actually take the Slowpoke away for 10 minutes? Other things happen. So we got ourselves a watermelon. Again, could be decent for PvP. What? All of a sudden we're getting all these shinies and possible good PvP Pokemon. More of this, please. Okay, we're starting our last, and here we go. We're just being saturated with Slowpoke again. So what's the bet that the next shiny that we get is Slowpoke? But that was a good little 2 minutes. So we haven't done bad today. Like I said, I knew that today wasn't going to be like any other com day that we've had just because of the odds being skewed, but we've still got 9 for the day. So still got an hour left as well. So we'll see if we can try and get up to like 15 so we can get another 5 in this next hour. So what are we feeling, guys? Because we did just have a little bit of a spurt of non-Slowpoke. What are we feeling? Is it going to be our next shiny? Still haven't seen a Noibat today. I would take a Noibat and a Togetic at this point. Just something different. Something that we haven't had so far. Too many Slowpoke? Yeah. It's been the problem all day. As soon as we started up, we could tell that it was going to be oversaturated with probably the least not anticipated, but the least wanted spawn out of all the possible spawns that we're going to be spawning during Com Day. So yeah, Slowpoke has definitely taken up the most. Chespin has been the one that we haven't seen a lot of. And then it's sort of been a mix of the other ones. Your first shiny of the day was Togetic. Well, that's surprising, dude. I've seen a decent amount of them today, but in comparison to like the Slowpoke, it's been fairly weak sort of thing. I would have liked to have seen a lot more of a mix. Seen quite a few Fennekins. Fennekin has definitely been something that's spawned quite a bit. But like I said, in comparison, like Fennekin, seen heaps of. Chespin, seen hardly any. And surprisingly enough, Chespin, we got a shiny Chespin. This game uses GPS, yeah, so it's in-world. Hey Brian, how you doing, man? Yeah, so the game uses your in-world location, sort of thing. Your brother plays this game? There's still a lot of people that do. As I was saying before, it's definitely dropped off quite a bit in comparison to its heyday, like back in the day when everybody was playing. They were the good old days. Yeah, these days it's not the same, but there's still a player base, a very vocal player base that just wishes the game would be better. But Niantic does everything in its power to make the game not as good as it could be. They go against the wishes of like the whole community constantly. And it's like, Niantic, just listen to your player base. Stop trying to do your own thing. Listen to your player base. We're the ones that play the games. We're the ones that, you know, pay your bills. We're the ones putting money into the game. Listen to what we want. The game will run a lot better. The community will be a lot more friendly with you. Hey Xavier, how you doing, man? How many shinies? We're up to like, wasn't it 9? Yeah, 9 shinies for the day. So a bunch of Slowpoke, great. Charmander, Chespin, Larvitar, and a Swinub. So we're in our last hour now, so I'm hoping that we can get another 5, finish off with 15 for the day, and I'll call that a pretty good day. Just dropped out for a second then. So yeah, as I was saying, if you guys didn't hear me, hopefully we can get another 5 shinies for the day, finish off with 15. Yes, surprisingly enough, because it's only spawning for 10 minutes in like the last 10 minutes of each hour, because it's one of the Comday classics. I was as surprised as you were that I actually got it. That's been our highlight of the day so far, getting the shiny Larvitar, because that was just unexpected. But really, at this point, getting anything that hasn't been a Galarian Slowpoke has probably been the highlight of the day. That has been as unexpected as anything else. Because we were on a bit of a run for a while. It was just like, why? Why are you doing this? Why am I still getting these? Squirtle is spawning, but only during the last 10 minutes of each hour. I mean, they're spawning outside of that, but mainly in the last 10 minutes sort of thing. They're a very rare spawn outside of that 10 minutes. But I already have a lot of Squirtles. Because it's had, what, 4 com days now already? 3 or 4 com days, so yeah. If you've been playing the game for as long as I have, if you haven't got a shiny Squirtle by this point, what is wrong with you? How? Where have you been? Thanks, Jason. Much appreciated, man. I suppose it's as good a time as any to do this selfless plug sort of thing. So, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up button on the stream. It does help out the streams a lot. Helps with discovery, helps people like yourselves find the streams. So yeah, hit the thumbs up button. Also consider subscribing, because we do all these com days and go fests, and we do raid hours every week as well. So if you guys are keen on getting into some raid hours during the week, this week it's Kiram. So if you want to jump into some Kiram raids. Do I have Noibat? Yes. I haven't got any of them today, like any shinies, but I've done all the com days that we've had this year. So yeah, Noibat was one of them. So we have many a Noibat. We need to start spinning some more of these stops. You only have one, and that's the only thing you have. Well, get out today during this com day, like over the weekend, and hopefully you'll be able to get some more. because they are spawning. So all you can do is try, see if you get lucky. I mean, yeah, as you can see, there's a few of them out and about. Hey, speaking of it, just as we're speaking of it, that's how it happens, guys. You just got to will it into the universe. Just speak about it, and the universe will deliver. So yeah, if that's not perfect evidence of you should get out over the weekend and try and get yourselves another shiny Noibat, I don't know what is. I'd call it more of a green than a blue. Yeah, to me that's more of a green color than a blue color, but I mean, blue, green, they do tend to like merge together in that weird space in between blue and green. So it's like an aqua color, which is sort of like an in-between blue-green. Yeah, aqua. So it's not quite blue, it's not quite green, it's aqua. It's cute. When you're in year 2, your class was aqua. Okay, so at this point, the only thing that we're missing from today is Togetic and Fennekin. I mean, I suppose Slowpoke as well, but we've got enough Galarian Slowpoke that can count for normal Slowpoke as well. So yeah, if we can get a Togetic and a Fennekin, we've basically got them all. So we'll see how we go. Hey Letha, how you doing? Very fitting for the Noibat shiny. They say when Jimmy shakes his hair, but yeah, probably not. I do wash my hair, like, I washed it yesterday. So I don't really think it lets bats let bats live in there. You know what I'm saying. Speaking of hair, the wind has dropped off, so that's a lot better. It's not windy like it was before, so my hair's not like in my face. I should have tied it back earlier. It's all good. It's all good. A Lamborghini. I had a storm. It was like, yeah, we had a bunch of storms here the other day as well. Pretty loud. We had one like in the morning. All I could hear outside was just all the thunder, and I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to sleep. Shh. Shh. Thunder, you're too loud. Am I okay? So I'm fine. I sound sad, but fair enough. I'm fine. You don't like thunder? I don't mind the thunder. Like, it's just when I'm trying to sleep, it's just like, dude, shush. I'm trying to sleep. You're too loud. Like, a lot of people like storms and thunder and stuff outside when they're trying to sleep. It's like, I can deal with the rain on the roof, but then when it's too thundery, it's like if it's distant thunder, it's a different thing. But if it's like right over your head and it's basically like cracking the house, it's just like, dude, which the storms were the other day. They were like right overhead, so it was like really loud thunder. Control the elements. Yeah, I wish. It'd be sunny and 25 every day. Do you like Charizard? Same. Charizard is my favorite. I'm a Gen 1er. I'm simple. Favorite shiny. Favorite Pokemon. Keep it simple, stupid. So I did. How you doing, Ray Gaming? Welcome in. In your country, it's 10 past 12 a.m. It's 4:15 here. So we've got 45 minutes left, guys, of day one. Trying to get these shinies. So we're not doing a very good job of getting these 5 more shinies. I suppose we got the Noibat, so we only need 4 more. If we can get 4 more shinies in the next 45 minutes, we've done well for day one. You're in Indonesia? Always. We're getting a lot of Indonesian people coming through the streams recently. My videos must be getting into the recommendeds for people in Indonesia. I don't know why. But I'm appealing to the... Another Noibat. There we go. That's 2 Noibats now. Just out of the blue. Or out of the aqua, I should say. All-time favourites could be unknown. No, not really a big fan of unknown. Now we broke that drought. I've got 2 shinies now, so as soon as we broke the drought, it's like I got another shiny easily. It's kind of hot in Indonesia. It's going to be hot here later in the week. We had like some stinking hot days earlier, or late last week, I should say. Hot and humid, just after storms that we had last week. So yeah, it's just getting to that time of year. It's summertime. You guys are closer to the equator. In Indonesia, I live in like southern Australia, not South Australia, southern Australia, just the bottom parts, so it's a lot more temperate around here. We still get hot weather, but yeah, it's not like northern Queensland, which is like closer to you guys, sort of thing. Hot and humid all the time. All right, 3 more shinies, guys. We can get 3 more in the next 45-ish minutes. I'm Mohammed, also from Indonesia. How you doing, guys? Welcome in. I told you guys, I'm pretty neutral when it comes to unknown. I mean, I have hundreds of them in my... See, like, there's 2 shinies at the top of my list, so like I said, we've broken that. But we have 46 of them in my storage right now. Undercover cops. Thought it was an ambulance because we're like right near the hospital. It's like right in front of me, sort of thing. So I thought it was an ambulance. Oh, you're an Aussie? Nice, dude. No, Unknown's not spawning today. They're just bringing up Unknowns because I've had issues with it in the past. No, Unknown isn't spawning because it wasn't a Comday Pokemon. It's just Comday stuff that's spawning today. Hey, that's our first tiny for the day.
Now I look like. Now I.
Jimmy's like a nickname. My actual name is James. Merry Christmas to you two guys. Is there criminals? Probably. I'm in the city, so there's probably a few here and there. Indonesia is having Merry Christmas. Pretty sure a lot of places in the world are getting ready for Christmas. Not everywhere celebrates Christmas. Like through Japan, like a lot of Asian countries, they don't, in Africa and stuff like that, they don't tend to really celebrate Christmas. I mean, I know that Jewish people, they celebrate Hanukkah, which is around the same time as Christmas, but they don't actually celebrate Christmas. Asia is big. Second biggest landmass in the world. Actually, no, Asia is the biggest. Yeah, Europe is the second. Asia as a collective is bigger than, because Asia includes, surprisingly enough, a lot of Russia and stuff. Like China, obviously, because China's huge. But yeah, because China and Russia and that make up a lot of Asia. It's like the biggest landmass in the world. You're eating Mentos. Just chowing down on some Mentos. Tasty. Very nutritional as well. Just isn't Jimmy to not be associated with Team Rocket. No. Don't really need to use nicknames not to be associated with them. There's like one member, I'm pretty sure there'll be members of pretty much most things around the world, that somebody is going to be called James. So just because you share a name, it doesn't mean... Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a James somewhere in Scientology. It doesn't mean I'm a Scientologist. Thank God. I have a reindeer light outside. We got some stuff up at home as well. Got the Christmas tree up and lights and stuff like that.
I love it. Thank you.
Sorry, Dans. What are you on about, man? Wait, you just got a Noibat? It's because Noibat's spawning. Like, if you're in Australia, like you said, you're Aussie, so I'm assuming that you're in Australia. It's Comday, so they'll be spawning for you. So that's more than likely why you got yourself a... Yeah, that's why you got yourself a Noibat, because they're spawning today. Because December Comday is just a makeup event for all the previous Comdays that we've had during the year, in case people missed them. Gives them a chance to get them. That is an incredible chew. I'll take your word from it. I mean, when I was a kid, I'd take like 2 packets of Hubba Bubba. Just like, but I'd like shove them all into my mouth at once and be like, it'd be like painful to chew because you'd have that much chewing gum in your mouth. But hey, it probably paid off because I mean, I got a fairly strong jawline these days. So it's just like, hey, you chew chewing gum as a child and you'll end up having a good jawline when you're older. Words of advice from Jimmy, guys. If you want a good jawline, chew bubble gum as a kid, every day. But I mean, I was going to say we were gross as kids, but I mean, all kids are gross, sort of thing. But we would take our chewing gum and we'd just put it in the freezer. Like we'd chew it for like 3 hours, have no flavoring left in it or anything. We could just throw it out and get a new piece at that point. But no, we'd put it in the freezer, save it for later, pull out the same bit of chewing gum 3 days later, start chewing on it again. It's like, why? What was so special about that piece of chewing gum that you had to put it in the freezer and keep it for later? I don't know, I'm a kid, leave me alone. Like we used to get the like the Hubba Bubba rolls as well, which is like the tape, which is like rolled up. And we'd take like a whole one of that. And it's got like 3 or 4 foot of just chewing gum, and we'd like shove the whole thing into our mouths. You know, it's supposed to be consumed over a period of time. We just have the whole thing in one go. Like I said, chuck it in the freezer, save it for later. Who needs to just leave it on the roll and only consume it at like a small piece at a time when you could have the whole thing now and then just put it in the freezer when you're done with it? Also, don't eat cookies or like biscuits and stuff like that if you've got chewing gum, because then chewing gum just turns all watery. Because that would be something else that we'd also do as children. Well, I did anyway. I'd eat like chewing gum and other things at the same time, and then after a while your chewing gum just all watery. How's Lachlan out? Yeah, they're good. Lachlan's finished with school now. So yeah, he finished his SATs recently. So yeah, he's just doing his after school stuff. Emma's still at school. But last time I chat to them on the Discord server, they were good. Emma's complaining about school because she thinks it's horrible, but it's like, enjoy it while it lasts because it only gets worse. Wait until you get into the real world. Then you'll start realizing how much your life sucks. No, I don't know. I mean, in general, I know what happened yesterday just because it's the past, so I can look back on it with retrospect. Like, that's what happened yesterday. But if you're asking me what happened to you yesterday, I have no idea because I am not you, so I am not privy to the information that you may have. Do please tell what happened to you yesterday. Jitesh, what about Pokemon Go? You're at your grandma's house. And we were thinking Tommy, Apple. Wait, what? You and your grandma were like sitting around thinking about some dude shoving apples up his bum? Because that's a weird thing to be. That is a weird thing. Not gonna lie. Not something that I used to do, sitting around with my grandparents thinking about people doing the stuff like that. How many shinies? We're sitting on, what is it? 11? 6, yeah, 11. 11 shinies for the day, so we're trying to get at least 3 more. So we've got half an hour to get sort of like another 3 more, and I would consider that a pretty good haul.
Yeah, dog, if you're a dog, I think cuddling kids on the trampoline is a winning activity.
Wait, your grandma's 6 years older than you. Wait, what? Huh? I don't understand that. What happened there? Someone's having a birthday. The ass pull incident. I don't want to know about people and their fruit and their bums, okay? That is for them to know and me never to find out. This is information that I do not want to be privy to. Hey, it's our second tiny for the day. And all the XLs and tinies that we've had have all been Slowpoke, which is not surprising, given it's basically all we've seen today, Slowpoke. Ah, your friend, okay. I just got lost in the chat there for a minute, so it's just like, oh, hang on. As to be like, I'm mixing people's messages together, and don't mind me. Okay, your sister's 6 years. No, okay, yeah. For a second, I was gonna be like, hang on a second, that doesn't make sense. What happened in your family? Your sister's crying of laughter or sadness? Because I mean, if they're tears of laughter, then that's okay. We're running out of time, game. We still need 3 more shinies. Of sadness. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, because you can't have a phone. Okay, that's not really sadness. That's more just wanting something that you can't have. I wouldn't really call them tears of sadness. They're just tears of want. Come on. I'll definitely take another Noibat shiny. Again, at least it's not Slowpoke, but I don't really need it. I still need to go to the bloody toilet. So the first thing that I said on stream, I need to go to the toilet. And for the last 3 hours, every time I've walked past the toilet, I'm like, I'll go next time. It's all right, we're like half an hour left, so I think I can wait. We'll go another 30 minutes longer. Sorry. back to the singing again. They haven't stopped for like the last 3 hours. They've just been singing and dancing. They must be getting tired by now. Catch it. Catch what? There's a lot of... There is a lot of different things that I could catch. As I said, all of this stuff I've already done for like all of the other com days, so there's nothing that I really need. So I'm happy to just shiny check at this point for the last half an hour. Don't really need to catch much. Hey Josh, thanks man. A sale. 30 minutes only, 3 shinies, $5. At this point, I'm surprised Niantic isn't selling shinies to people. I mean, essentially they do. Just not so blatantly, just like, here, give us money and we'll buy it. It's just like, hey, if you buy this ticket, you have an increased chance at getting shinies. Or give us money so you can do more raids and you'll have a better chance of getting this shiny raid boss. So, I mean, essentially that is selling shinies to people, but not so much just... And let's celebrate. That was their 5th super chat. Oh my god, 5. Nah, cheers, dude. Also, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, if you did miss it at the start of the stream, I did show my 0% Blastoise that I caught last time. It's 0 IVs, so I thought that was pretty cool for a wild. Oh, that's alright, Coda Frog. Are you taking off, Jason? No worries, man. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, Coda. Much appreciated. Again, guys, if you've been enjoying the streams, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe and all that stuff. What do we see now? 15 likes. Surely we can get some more. See if we can get up to 20 likes by the end of the stream. So if you haven't already, guys, hit that thumbs up button. We're already 5 likes up there, so we're getting into 20. It does help out the streams. Just puts it into the algorithm, so YouTube will show it to more people like yourselves, put it in there recommended. Thanks, Coda. Main spawns are going to disappear in like 10 minutes. We're going to start getting just the, well, not just the classic spawns, but more of the classic spawns. So, I know our classic, like the final 10 minutes of each hour seem to have been our best. It's where we've got the most shinies sort of like back to back. So maybe I should look forward to the last 10 minutes. Maybe that'll be hey, a tiny that isn't a Slowpoke. Some toilets again. Oh my god. As soon as it popped, I was like, I knew that it was a shiny. Even though they hardly, like, you can't really tell. At least it's not a Galarian. We'll take it. So that's only 2 more. We've got 20 minutes to try and get 2 more shinies. So we can finish with 15. Ooh. So close to being a Shundo as well. That would have been a good way to end the show. Like end the day sort of thing, getting a Shundo. What Pokemon do I want? Anything but Slowpoke, really. Like I said, there's nothing from these that I really want because I've done them all already, so there's nothing that I need. So yeah, just something other than Slowpoke would be great. Just mix it up a little bit. Oh man, oh. Pinching a nerve in my shoulder or my back or something. Ow. Oh. My whole arm into my elbows just got sore. From like, yeah, oh my god, my whole arm's gone like numb. To relax my arm because I've just been holding my phones up in front of me all day. It's like my whole arm's just seized up. Oh. 96%, yeah. So very, very close. Almost the Shundo. It's the best shiny that we've gotten for the day. We've actually got a couple ones that could have been good for PvP, like the both the I keep saying the Sneasel, but it's not the Swinub rather, and the Larvitar. They both could be decent PvP Pokemon. They've got pretty good stats, sort of thing. Oh man, my back. What Pokemon do I really want to get? Like I said, from today, there's nothing that I really want to get. I don't know. Just like I said, com days in general from these ones. We've already done them all. These are just a repeat from ones that we've had previously in the year. So there's nothing over the 2 days that I want. I've got at least 30 of each shiny sort of thing. If you're just asking me in general, what I want, it's nothing that I'm really particularly wanting sort of thing, but I can't wait for, like I'm not. They'll roll them out when they roll them out sort of thing, so I'm not like desperately wanting any sort of Pokemon that I can't wait for in general. Welcome back, Minecraft. Yeah, you get both. So you get a quick and a charged one from the research. Yeah, you get one from the 3rd stage and then one from the 4th stage from the rewards sort of thing. $4.5k. Wait, what? 4.5k. What? What? Is that subs or? Huh? I can't see sub counts on the stream right now, so if you're talking about subs, then awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't see them, so I have no idea until I get home. That's pretty good. We started the day off with, what was it? I don't even know what it was. It's like 4,400 and something, or 300 and something. I think it was 373 or something. So awesome. If we ended up getting like 100 plus subs today, awesome. Thanks guys, much appreciated. But also please hit that thumbs up button as well. It's not just subbing to the channel. Please also subscribe. Oh, wait. It's not about subbing to the channel, but please also subscribe. I think it was dropped on my head. Please also like the streams. YouTube does round it up, sort of thing, so it'll tell you what it's closest to, sort of thing, so you might not see the exact number. Are you going to go, Coda? No worries. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. We've only got 15 minutes left ourselves, guys. $15 minutes left for the day. The spawns will still be spawning afterwards, so they'll be spawning until tomorrow, just outside of the actual com day hours. The shiny odds aren't boosted, so spawns will still be there, but chances of getting a shiny are diminished in comparison to the 3 hours that they're like the actual com day hours. You got a shiny, and yes, it hasn't started. Yeah, like I said, you can still get them. It's just that the odds are diminished. Your dad wakes you up to like the stream. Can you? Yes, you may go back to sleep, Lacey. I'm sorry. He could just like the stream on your behalf, but I appreciate him going the extra mile. But yes, you may go back to sleep now. Cello, how you doing? Cello. Yeah, how you doing? Welcome in, good to see you. See you at Christmas dinner. Wait, but I've been celebrating that a day early. It's hard to believe that it's almost Christmas already. Years go past so quick. It's like, yeah, what, a bit over a week now. It's like 9 days here in Australia. It's Christmas. And then, yeah, another 5 days after that, or 6 days, it's New Year's. And we start all over again. It's like December's a big month for me because my birthday's on the 1st, then there's Christmas, then there's New Year's. It's like everything happens in the last month for me. How many times do I play? Pretty much every day. I don't get out and stream it every day. I stream during big events like com days and stuff like that, but I usually got the game open at some point during the day when I'm not streaming, catching stuff, or at least shiny checking things. Hey, get out of my face. You make an app called Cello app or a game. You can, but what's it going to be about? Cellos? Oh my god, my arm is... Oh. I'm actually looking forward to the end of the stream where I can actually put my arm down, where I'm not holding the phones up anymore, because my whole arm is like seizing up. I think I'm pinching a nerve in my wrist, which is then running up to my elbow, which is then running up into my shoulder, which is then running into my back. So I'm pinching it somewhere along there. It's like somewhere in my arm or my back. I'm pinching a nerve. And it's just, oh, my arm is starting to ache. I need to get one of those mounts. This stuff is just mounted in front of me, so I don't have to hold onto phones all day. All right, we're in our last 10 minutes, guys. So these are our classic spawns. So we'll see how we go. Last hour, this was actually pretty good for me. We got 2 shinies, like back to back, basically. We only need 2 more. If we can get 2 more shinies and we can finish off the day with 15, we've had a good day. I mean, I've still had a pretty good day anyway, but still. 2 more shinies in 10 minutes. We can do it. Then I can finally go to the door. Yay! The game is called Chicken Gun. It's a game for kids. You made it in 2016. Oh, okay. Nice. I did game design as well. Never really actually ended up designing anything. Unfortunately, when I did my game design course, it was before phones really became a big thing, like for gaming sort of thing. So it was more like PC console gaming. But I mean, we learned how to use Unity. Boo, Unity. But yeah, it's the same thing. It can be translated pretty well into mobile gaming. But mobile gaming is a little bit different than like app development and stuff like that. It's a bit more different than like actual gaming, console gaming or PC gaming. Stay out of my face. Hey, on Natalia. We have so far, we're in our last 10 minutes of the stream. Oh, the day, I should say, maybe not stream. We can go a little bit over time. So far, we've got a whole bunch of Slowpoke. That was basically how our whole day started, with like Slowpoke after Slowpoke after Slowpoke. I was getting a little bit annoyed, the fact that we're getting so many Slowpokes. So yeah, 5 Slowpoke, a Charmander, Chespin, Larvitar, Swinub, 2 Noibat, and then another Slowpoke. At least it wasn't a Galarian Slowpoke. So yeah, we're in our final 10 minutes. So we're trying to get at least 2 more shinies, just so we can finish with 15. The update is, okay, nice. Oh, good luck with that, dude. Hopefully it turns out well for you. I'm happy to show you my legendaries and stuff like that just after we've finished, because like I said, we're in our last 10 minutes, so I just want to take advantage of it and see if we can get any more shinies. So, but afterwards I'm happy to show you stuff. I've got a lot of them. I have hundreds of legendaries in my storage at this point. Give me all the Larvatars. But yeah, we've only got like 6 minutes left, so chances are we're not going to get these final two. Not ruling it out just yet, but it's not looking likely. Dude, can you just stay in the bowl? Stop being so feisty. Especially if I waste the last 6 minutes on one Pokemon. This one Larvitar just doesn't want to stay in the ball for like the last 5 minutes of the stream. No one is talking to you. They're talking to you. We're talking to you, man. Four minutes. Oh my god, if I could stop clicking on the same Togetic over and over. I'm trying to click on Charmander. Charmander. Oh my god. You are not... It's the incense spawn. Oh my god, I thought I was going to miss it. December Com Day. Yeah, I wish I could be as hyped for it as I used to be, but the thing is, it's just like, these are Com Days that I've done before, so there's nothing about it which is really that exciting. Because it's just a repeat of all the Com Days that we've had during the year, and I got like 30 shinies from each one of those Com Days, so it's just like, this just isn't as good as it used to be. When you have, how many shinies do I have now? 2,839 shinies. The wonder of them sort of wears off a little bit, so every time you get a shiny, you're just like, oh great, more. Another shiny. I mean, these days are good for people that maybe missed one because of work, or they just weren't playing at the time, or, you know, something like that. So I definitely can see the appeal in having these Com Days, but because we've had them during the year, I've done every one of the Com Days, it's just not as exciting for me. My highlight of the day was getting a shiny Larvitar. So that's probably the most exciting thing that happened. How do I have so many? Because I've done like every single Com Day that we've had. They just add up over. Like when you're getting like 30 plus shinies a month just from Com Days, and that's not including all the shinies in between and stuff like that, it adds up quickly. Like if you go through my shiny collection, you can see that the vast majority of them are Com Day shinies. So yeah, all Com Day shinies, and some in between, and raid hours, and then raid days, and then we get to Com Days. So yeah, all the Mareeps are from Com Day Classic. All the Whoopers are from Com Day. All the Timbors are from Com Day. And then so on, Grubbin, all from Com Day. So yeah, it adds up, sort of thing, very quickly. How many Shundos do I have? Only 2. I have a Hundo Milotic and a Whale Lord. People know me in your game, and kids keep asking me. That's the problem. If you're a developer, people are always going to want free stuff from you. You have none. It's hard to get. Like, it's very rare to get a hundo. I got a 96% shiny Slowpoke earlier. So that was very close to being a shundo. I have a whole bunch of 98%ers, like 98% shinies. But getting that 100% shiny, that's pretty rare. I think it's 200 or so hundos. As you saw, like almost 3,000 shinies, and only 2 of them are shundo. So this is the rare thing. Oh, there we go, guys. It is 5 p.m. So that is the end for our Com Day, day 1. So yeah, the spawns will still be spawning. Yeah, so everything's sort of gone back to Com Day spawns, but the shiny odds aren't going to be as high as what they were during the actual hours. Where can you get shiny? You can't in this game at this point. And if they do, or when they do, because they will introduce it at some point, it'll be through an event, and you'll only get 1 of them, so you won't be able to go out actual shiny hunting them. Usually Pokemon like that we get during Go Fests or during one of the region tours or something like that, but they tend to be the only times we get those. Hello again, Cello. You want shiny Larvitar? Well, you've got a chance of getting one during today. I got one. So they are spawning mainly during the last 10 minutes of every hour, because that's when all the classic spawns start showing up. But they are sort of like a rare spawn dotted in between the time. So yeah, I got one. So there is a chance that you can get one as well. Oh, I need to put my arm down. Oh my god, this phone is killing my arm. Oh. Alright, I'm going to wrap the stream up pretty soon, guys. Because 1, I need to give my arm a rest, and 2, I also need to go to the toilet. My bladder, it's actually not doing too bad. I just need to go to the toilet. But I've been holding on to it for like the last 3 hours because I needed to go to the toilet before I started the stream, but I didn't get here in time to go to the toilet before I started the stream, so I was just like, oh well, I guess I'm holding on to it. So yeah, it's just been one of those constant things. It's just been reminding me for the last 3 hours, just like, oh yeah, anytime you're ready, just go to the toilet, yeah? Campbelltown, mate. Sure. Sorry, Doomstrange, like, I'm not sure what you mean by that, man. Kieran Black and White were mistakenly released in Go Battle League. Somebody was saying that earlier, that Black Kieran was released into the game. It probably was a mistake, but it was because Niantic was probably planning on releasing them during the holiday season sort of thing, because we do get Kyurem in raids. So maybe they were going to release it during them, and Niantic just stuffed it up, because they always do. They can't do anything right, so any time that they try to do something like that, they ended up stuffing it up by releasing it early and the Go Battle League or something. Kids say you're a fake man, what do you do? First of all, don't listen to what kids say, because they're kids. Just keep doing you, dude. You're an adult, so yeah, try not to listen to what children are saying, because if you're going to let children bring you down, then yeah, you're probably going to have a hard time in life, dude, just because there's going to be a lot of people in your life which are going to try and put you down. Kids are probably at that bottom of the list, so try and not pay no mind to them. Your dog ate your bird. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's a bit harsh, man. What type of dog and what type of bird? Yeah, that's pretty harsh, man. I'm sorry to hear. That's not what you want. Alright, there is a toilet just over here, and there is also seats. I'm going to sit down on the seat and probably wrap up this stream and then go to the toilet. Because I do need to sit down as well, because I've been walking around for like the last 3 hours, and like I said, my arm, I need to rest. My arm sitting down might actually help that. Hey, we got to the 20 likes. Cheers, guys. Cheers for liking the stream. Much appreciated. Like I said, chuck a thumbs up on the stream. It does help out. The dog's a husky. Unfortunately, the huskies are light. I can sit down for a few minutes. Ow. My arm. Where am I from, Johnny? I'm in Australia, dude. Oops. Alright, we'll do these last couple of shiny checks. Catch our Axew. But yeah. I need to go to the toilet and... Oh my god, my sunglasses. Ah! Damn it. My lens fell out of my sunglasses. Okay.
That's like the thing in Neuromancer, what stops people hacking into your systems.
You got a shiny Sandshrew female. Nice. Wait, from today or? Because, wait, they were only hatching from eggs and in research tasks and stuff, weren't they? Speaking of research tasks. For research, yeah. I suppose we can collect these last couple of research tasks. Oh, God. Yeah. Emilio, how you doing? There are hackers in your game. Unfortunately, it's just a thing. If you make an online game or a mobile game or something like that, you're going to have them. You can't really avoid it. I don't have any remote raid passes at the moment, Johnny. So I won't be able to join, sorry. Mario, how you doing? Welcome in. Alright, unfortunately we did not get to our 15 shinies that we wanted for the day. So we ended up with, how many? 12. 12 shinies isn't bad. So I can be happy with that. Unfortunately, the vast majority of them were Slowpoke. What are you going to do about that, unfortunately? They were just the majority of the spawns for the day, so I think that they could have made them a bit more varied, given that we had a bunch of stuff available. They could have made it that Slowpoke wasn't the only thing that was spawning for the vast majority of the day. But yeah, we ended up with a couple other ones. The Larvitar and the Swinub are probably the most surprising things from the day, given that they were both only spawning during sort of a 10-minute period at the end of each hour. And they actually both have not bad stats for PvP, so I'll definitely have to check them and see if they're actually any good. And one of the other shinies that we got, yeah, that one. It's like a 96% shiny, so that's not bad. Not a bad haul for the day. So we can call it a win. Unfortunately, yeah, we didn't really get anything else of any significance. I haven't gone through and actually checked any of my non-shiny catches for the day, so actually let's do a 4-star check. Did we happen to get a... No random hundo popping up during the day. But still, all in all, it was a pretty good day. Do I know Roblox? Yes, I know of Roblox. I don't play it, but I do. I do know it. Oh, good. Yawning. Alright, guys, so I am probably going to wrap it up here. Just so, like I said, I can go to the toilet and I got to do some other stuff now, so I got to head off and do that. But I will be back tomorrow to stream for day 2. So again, from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. we'll be streaming for the second day of Com Day, or Com Weekend, I should say. And then, yeah, next week will be Spotlight Hour on Tuesday and then Raid Hour on Wednesday. So, best way to get notified when I go live is to subscribe and hit that notification button, so you'll know when I go live, especially for Raid Hours and stuff like that. If you guys are interested, like I said, it's Kirim during the week, so there's people have been posting up that Black and White Kirim have been spawning in Go Battle League, so there's a chance that we'll also get it in raids. So if you're interested in that stuff, definitely. One more what, sorry? Wait, shiny check, or? Because unfortunately, there's nothing around here that I haven't already checked except Chespin. No, unfortunately, not shiny. Try Call of Duty hackers run the game. Yeah. That's why I don't play online Call of Duty and stuff like that, just because what's the bloody point? It's just filled with screamers and hackers. Is it really what you want? But you find a hacker in Roblox. You're probably going to find a lot of them in Roblox. From what I hear, it's fairly heavy with the hackers. But yeah, alright guys. I am going to wrap this one up for the evening. Thank you so much for everybody that has tuned in to today's stream. Like I said, hit that thumbs up button. What are we sitting on? No, it says 19, but it's 20 on this one. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button, guys, because it does help out the streams. Oops. Getting back in my chat. Thank you. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button because it does help promote the streams to other people like yourselves, so other people can find the streams. And then, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So until then, enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe, happy hunting, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.